Hello? Hello? Hello, 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 hello. Hey, thank you for the bell. Is it back? Is it working again? We did it, guys. We're at 550 once again. This month has been rough. It just died suddenly. Are we back now? Is everyone here? I don't want to continue if everyone's not here. Sorry, OBS died for a second. Are we good? Everyone back? We all Gucci? I'm fine. All right, we're gonna move. Still, why would they be looking after Ilya as well? Is something wrong, Lloyd? Wait. You don't think this is a ransom note, most likely. They wouldn't have waited this long to contact us without a reason. They may be under their care, but that doesn't mean they're safe. No. Ancient Battlefield is where the cult has its base, right? Can't say I had a good feeling about this, but you're not gonna let that stop you, huh? Of course. As long as there's a chance Kia's there, no danger is too great. We'll do whatever it takes to keep her safe. I feel the same way. Not going simply isn't an option. If that's where our loved ones are. That's right. Let's make sure we're fully prepared before we set off. So this is my party, huh? No subs, no supports. This is what I get. Well, this is a mess. Go over there. A little bit in, a little bit in, a little bit up. Actually, Lecter and Rushia should be switched. There we go. Ellie, right about there. Lecter, right about there. There we go. Mirakumo. What does Ellie start with? Pixie. Recover EP through offensive arts. 0.2 damages EP. That's not bad. Offensive arts called stat down. Okay. That's kind of nice. Chevalier. No. Mirakumo. Brave. I want to put that new one on. Bam, baby! La Forte. That's good for now. I don't think I need to do... Oh. I have a flower bottle. And a wallet. And you can have a ribbon. It looks cute on you.
Leave it to me, of course.
Let's go! What's a strange feeling? Choosing to continue to will cause the main story to advance. It will also not be possible to go any farther in Lloyd's story for a brief period. Proceed! Something wrong, Lloyd? Sorry. Thought I sensed something strange, but must have been my imagination. Wait, does my pocket feel bulkier all of a sudden? What the hell is that? Mirror. How peculiar looking. Where did you find it? I'm not sure. I've never seen it before. Strange as it sounds, it appeared in my pocket out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that doesn't just happen. I'm guessing one of the village kids slipped it through your pocket as a prank. Maybe, but I doubt any of them could have pulled it off without me noticing. But if that's not it. How did it get in my pocket? Can't even hazard a guess. Why are you happy to see Ellie Lloyd? I feel as though I have it for a reason. It's so bizarre. Where could it have come from? Nah! I have to do the next part! Oh, we can go back to them. No! God dang it, the crepes aren't ready yet. Ah, we're going back to Reen. Here we go. Where's Ginkgo? This is Ginkgo's favorite part.
We're finally here.
Damn, is it 10 already?
Sure is. Heimdall's pretty far from Ymir.
Our next target shall be the muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City.
The harem master? Hold on, I want to take a bite of the sandwich.
The Vermilion City Sea mentioned can only be Heimdall. But the capital is gigantic. We're going to need some way to narrow our search radius.
If you ask me, the racecourse in the Garnier district seems suspicious.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, Ash.
Do they now?
Look at old Tina's face. She's like, uh-huh.
I know. I'll save having fun till our work's done.
I'd be happy to take you anywhere you like once we've ensured Prince Olivert is safe. As long as it's not the kind of shady businesses I know you want to go to.
I gotcha. Can't very well go to him in uniform.
That's not the problem here, Ash.
You're too young.
We can go for dessert though, right?
Of course. It'll be on me even. Just focus on the investigation first. Let's start with Lady Arie since she's agreed to speak with us.
To the training hall in the Laika district we go then.
Vermilion muck and mire. Morning after learning from Major Claire Crossbell's occupation, we set out discussing how we should act. We also established contact with all the members of the Class 7 that we could to inform them of the situation. First there was the matter of Crossbell itself. We knew from the Major's intel that it was under the control of the former Governor General and his Ebon Defense Force. Anxiety over the region's welfare gnawed at us, but as it had been isolated from the outside world, we had no way to learn more. Indeed, there was little we could do on that front for the time being. Then there's the matter of the search for Prince Olivert and his wife. The whereabouts remain unknown. Furthermore, the Round of Seven system had used to stay in touch over long distances and relied on an artifact stored on the Courageous 2. And with the airship stolen, that method of communication was lost to us. And our only clue then was the message sent by the Intelligence Division by sea. Vaguely as it was, the information was undoubtedly our best lead to unraveling the mystery of the prince's disappearance. We hope on the horizon, we set out dividing ourselves into several groups. Major Claire and Yuna agreed to head east and get a handle on the situation in Crossbell. Meanwhile, Lord Mateus and Kurt would head west and rendezvous with the students at the Vander School. Muse volunteered to return to the branch campus to meet up with the principal and her fellow students, as we seek help from the other sources. The others would find ways to play their strengths in aiding our cause. Meanwhile, I was to bring Altina and Ash with me to Heimdall to follow the trail left to us by C's message.
That is basically our situation as it stands. His Excellency also asked us to tell you that he hopes you'll be able to look after the hall in his extended absence.
Thank you for updating me on everything going on.
Oh no! She's scary. Don't let her fool you.
It's the least we could do. Your husband did a lot for us.
More like put us through the goddamn ringer.
He said it was training. He pushed his son off a cliff. It was training.
All while shrugging off our attacks like we were nothing more than a bunch of buzzing mosquitoes. He sent Kurt flying off a cliff, too. I found him quite terrifying.
It was training.
I do hope he didn't leave you with any lasting trauma. Still, his is a measured hand. If he came at you that fiercely, he trusted you could handle it. I hope you can understand that he only did what he did because he saw potential in all of you.
We do. Don't worry. Yeah. Couldn't tell he wasn't acting with any ill will. If anything, I'm the one with the reputation for being a stern disciplinarian around here. Based on how often I see my students quake at the knees, I'd wager they fear me more than my husband. We caught wind of that when we were here for one of our field exercises. Kurt's got some monster parrots. Surprised that guy ain't half humanitarian or something. In the time I spent with him, it was clear that there was much more to him than his stern presence on the battlefield. He was kind enough to share some wisdom with me, too. Was he now? He's a man of few words, so that's very unusual. I can't picture that happening at all. Same here. Please don't speak rudely about the man in front of his wife, you two. Don't worry, I appreciate your honesty. Still, I'm glad to see that you all seemed even more united as a class than you did when you were last. Do you continue to look after my Kurt, will you? Of course. We would even if we weren't asked to. If he wants help getting into a good kind of trouble, I'm this guy. Getting back to why we're here. Everyone's like, pay attention. Justifiable homicide. Is anything out of the ordinary? Has anything out of the ordinary happened in the capital recently? The students who were here have split up across Arabonia to search for information on Prince Alvin's whereabouts. As such, I'm not as well informed on the situation here in Heimdall as I would be. But there's one thing I feel is worth mentioning. What is that? It feels as though there are more people coming and going than there should be. Especially given how there are no festivals or celebrations here around this time of year. It's making the capital feel more restless than usual, differently from how it did during the summer festival. It's as though there's something stagnant in the air. I'll be glad to have a deal with any more Calvert spies, like at the festival, that's for sure. But stagnant air is all you're gonna get in this city to begin with. You feel something out of whack, Schwarzer? Not especially if I'm honest. I'm guessing it's relatively slight difference. Yes, it may even just be my imagination. I've lived in Heimdall for a long time. If something feels amiss to you, it likely is. We'll keep that in mind as we investigate. I'm sorry, I can't provide you with any more concrete information. There's one more thing I can do, however. I'd like to introduce you to someone dependable to aid your investigation. My fourth party member. Well, I say introduce, but you particularly know her very well. She should be here any moment. And there we are.
May I come in?
I think I know who that is.
I suspected as much.
By all means.
No! No! No!
Elise.
Oh. God, no! Anyone but this person, please!
Hello, everyone. It's good to see you all again. The same to you.
So she's our little helper, huh?
Indeed. Sister Doreen, friend to Princess Alphen, and head of St. Astraya's student council. The noble Elise Schwarzer herself.
Ah!
The princess and Muse have already apprised me of the situation.
I would've took the princess over her.
So I spoke with Lady Aurier and volunteered to aid you upon your arrival. I apologize if my behavior strikes you as meddlesome, but I am certain that I will be able to aid you in your investigation. You do know more about the capital than any of us.
And Reen's going into sister mode.
You're not coming, and that's final.
I called it!
But
Out comes the big brother.
There's still far too much we don't know about the situation here. Given that our enemies pilfered the name of the Imperial Liberation Front, we could very well be dealing with terrorists. Involving a civilian in this would be downright irresponsible.
So I'm just a civilian, am I?
Oh.
Just a no-good student without a motive power to her name?
That's not what I'm trying to...
Oh, I think it is. But even leaving that aside, your blunt dismissal misses an important point.
And what point is that?
That the situation at hand doesn't relate to me, when I am Princess Alphen's dearest friend.
But that is that, and this is... this.
As we speak, she is racked with worry over her brother's well-being. Yet, as the matter is confidential, she has to feign a smile and act as though everything is normal. She cannot cast her responsibilities aside and aid in the search herself either. And because she cannot, I will do so in her place. If I just sit by idly while she suffers in silence and do nothing to alleviate her burden, I won't be fit to call myself her friend ever again.
Elise.
Looks like you lose this one, Schwarzer.
You realize both of them are Schwarzer in this context.
If I may, I think you would do well to put your trust in her here. Her skill with a rapier is formidable.
No, it's not. It's lame.
That may be so, but...
I have toiled long and hard to master the art of fencing passed down through our family. Of late, I have even grown under Lady Aurier's tutelage. And far from letting my pen rest while my sword hand improves, I have overcome many a challenge as student council president. I am no longer a cowering child in need of your protection, dear brother.
All right. Ash called this one right. You win.
Then...
We'll be glad to have your assistance. But if things get dangerous, I want you to do as I say. Deal?
Deal!
Why? Ugh.
I wish you all well in your investigation. Please, do be careful. Should I catch wind of anything you hear, I'll let you know immediately.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Then let us set off.
Ah! I hate this. Can I skip this part? I'm sorry, I do not like Elise at all. I never liked her from the beginning, and I don't like her now. Finishing blow, auto tier, auto charge. What is auto charge? Not what I want to see. Oh, there we go. Sometimes restores 100 partner EP. Okay. See, this one's good though. This is why I normally put him with Altina. No, I'll just leave him with Schwarzer. All right. Wait, where's all my stuff? It's gonna be one of those games, isn't it?
This'll be fun.
This'll be fun. Let's see, what to do next. We'll have to meet up with the rest of our friends who come to the capital. There's still plenty of time before our scheduled gathering. No point in rushing then. Shall we patrol the districts and gather some intelligence? That way we can meet with the others along the way. Given your familiarity with the area, that certainly sounds like the most efficient plan. It reminds me, apparently the violin nerd was supposed to meet up with us. With is from here. Right. Elliot hasn't been on tour, and he's been working in the city. Machias from the capital, too. Machias, Elisa, Toa, and Sharon. I hope they're doing all right. Sure they are. For now, let's focus on what we need to do. You're right. Oh wait, those were all the people at the whatchamacallit. The council thing. Why do you run like that, you weirdo? I'm coming.
My turn.
Should we check the Imperial Museum while we're here?
Wouldn't hurt to poke our noses inside. My old upperclassman might even be on shift.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see her. And all her BL fan fiction. Here we are, the Imperial Museum. Doesn't seem to be many visitors today.
If it isn't Reen. Haven't seen you around here since the branch campus's field exercises.
Well, look who it is.
Hey, Dorothy. Good to see you. How's work been treating you?
Pretty good, all things considered. Actually, my publisher's been pushing me to become a full-time author after how well my latest novel sold. But I like my work as a curator too, so I don't think I'm ready to quit just yet.
That's great. Always nice to have options.
And there's the other reason I want to go into writing full time. I'd probably become a total shut-in. I'd miss out on all of this. I find the best way to seek inspiration is to observe daily life, people watching, so to speak. Why, I'm always on my way home from work when the other day I spotted a budding flower at the nearby cafe that caught my eye. My mind went wild imagining the experiences that could end up in the precarious final days of his youth. I can't keep doing this. My nose is going to bleed all over my blouse again if at this rate. It's no wonder why Her Highness sees you as a kindred spirit. Oh, it's good to see you again, Ash. I've been wanting to give you an update about the joint publication between our literature club and yours. And that's left to gather is the collection of poems by none other than yourself. Titania and I haven't given up hope that you'll submit them yet. Lay off, will ya? I told you, I'll do it if I feel like it. Only a matter of time before he gives in. No doubt. So what brings you to the capital today? Does it have something to do with the Ebon Defense Force group that occupied Crossbell? Doesn't seem like she's heard anything about Prince Oliver and Lady Cheryl. Yeah, something like that. By the way, is it just me or are there fewer visitors here than normal? You noticed. Actually, the museum put a restriction on the number of visitors allowed at once recently. Something came up with us that it has us concerned. Concerned? What do you mean? You remember the museum is connected to the tunnel that leads to Heimdall Catacombs, right? We've been hearing sounds like voices coming from that direction. It's kind of scary. I would imagine. Why do you think it could be? Monsters? Maybe, but if anything, it sounds more like a ghost, something completely unnatural. I dusted off my orbital staff and took a look down there before, but didn't come across any signs of monsters. Ghosts, huh? You expect us to believe that bullshit? I never remind you, the experienced monsters and a magic knight down there are. Not to mention it was the spot where the dark dragon's nest appeared before the Great Twilight. Something abnormal happening again isn't out of our question. Come to think of it, Dr. Shara told us she dropped by here a couple weeks ago. I wasn't here at the time, but the head curator told me as much. There apparently was a break-in, so she came to investigate. I don't think it was anything to do with the noises we've been hearing. Perhaps, but it wouldn't hurt to keep that in mind. We should begin our investigation soon. I put a formal request in the guild already, but I guess they swamped with other things right now. They said it'll be a while before they can get around to it. It's a shame, but I'm not surprised that they would be busy. Right. We can't afford to just let the situation go unchecked. Would you mind if we looked into it, Dorothy? Not at all. We'd really appreciate it. Man, this is going to be a pain in the ass. But I guess it's better than letting this place get done in by poltergeists or something. Whether the cause is paranormal or not, I think it will be worth our time. I agree. There's a possibility we could discover something that pertains to the current investigation. In that case, you should take this. The key. See the museum basement. It's just over there, to the left, of the main exhibit. Thank you, and do be careful. We will. Side quest! What are we looking for? What's down here? Stop platinum!
Charge complete.
A boss fight, maybe? Thank you for the bit. My word. Real accurate info there, Four Eyes. Didn't she say she couldn't find any monsters? It's just the situation has gotten worse from when Dorothy died. I don't think these are the average kind of monsters. I've seen this type of creature in the past. An evil fairy, undoubtedly a type of demon. Heh, as I expected then. I don't know if it's because of them, but I feel a chill on my skin. This just speaks how powerful the spiritual presence is. Somehow, though, I don't see these demons as the only reason for this. Let's keep our guards up. Take care of things.
Beginning combat.
Cue the music. Blazing Swarm.
Fierce as fire.
Blazing Swarm!
Kane.
Gale! Woo, 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 woo!
This'll be fun. Hey, you!
Rest in peace!
Rest in peace.
I'm ready.
Swallowtail. Line, set, impede. Hollow Squall. Holy Squall. Here's ailments and stat down. Oh, that's pretty nice. Here's Serenity. Self. Strength that aids gas speed. For
Calm as rainwater.
I shall go. Arcus activate.
Ow! Too slow.
Here I go. Arcus activate.
Now we're sleeping.
There. I'll support you.
Thank you so much.
You barely recovered
shall go.
what that cost.
Arcus activate. I'm ready.
Heal your brother.
Oh, Goddess, rain your blessings down upon us.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Ha!
Oh, it's an AoE too. So it's Ellie's move.
Battle complete. Let's continue.
Nice. That'll do it.
Nice. Combat situation resolved. Looks like there's still more. It couldn't be that keeping it coming endlessly. And the spiritual presence is strong as ever. Whatever. They're all small fry to me. But I suppose your little sister ain't too bad, Schwarzer. Beautiful fencing, powerful arts, and precise support. There's no way you learned that from St. Astrea. Correct. I belong to no club either. In my case, the rapier skills father taught me serve as the basis of my fighting. And when I was younger, Reen tutored me as well. I see. He said as much in the dojo earlier. He grew up in a perfect environment. She even took lessons from Master Kofi with me before. And then on top of that, she's been trained under the Stormwatcher too. Honestly, you could describe Elise's style entirely new to her. Please, you exaggerate. Damn, you ain't Schwarz's little sis for nothing. Is this the voice Dorothy mentioned? It's coming from deeper within. What is that? It's totally different from before. Is this an apparition? I swear I just saw something resemble Blormagrass for a second. The pressure is immense. This thing's completely different from what we fought so far. Hostile spirit being. It's my first time seeing one like this. It's like the deep-seated grudge the sorcerer from the Dark Ages made manifest. Either way, it's clear this thing is the source of our problems. And we just gotta whoop its ass. Easy. Class 7 impresses as always. I must be careful not to hold you all back. We've got 4 on our side, the absolute bare minimum. Looks like the enemy doesn't plan on leaving. We want to have an absolutely sure we can beat it. We should probably fight it with everything together.
This is the end.
Subdue the apparition! Let's get rid of this thing. Here we go, everyone!
This one's strong. Be careful.
This'll be fun.
That hurt a little bit. Bum, bum, ba-na-na-na, bum, 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 ba-na-na. Yeah!
Here I go. Oh, Goddess, rain your blessings down upon us.
Thanks,
you.
thanks.
I'm up.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Spirit unification. I'm up. Kane. Nailed.
Woo, 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 woo!
Ha! It's down. It's mine. You're finished.
My turn.
My turn.
Search mode activate. Details procured.
Adeptus. Dark Ager who sacrificed himself when in immortality. All that remains is a shell of pure obsession. Week to time.
My turn.
Well, that's not good.
Activate. Ragnarok. Destroy. Now. I'll go.
Oh god, it's instant death.
Real?
I'll save you. Thank you so much.
It's my turn.
Well, that sucks.
Kane. Nailed. Ha!
Here I go.
Those are dead. Get up.
Thanks.
Here I
Oh.
go.
I'm up.
How about no?
Crimson Slash. It's down. It's mine.
I'll fight.
I said no.
My turn. Arcus activate.
This'll be fun.
Yeah!
It's my turn.
Spirit unification!
It's my turn. Go berserk.
Infernal Hunt!
I'm up. Ha! It's down. It's mine.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Let's go.
No
Crimson
cast.
Flash! Now! It's mine!
I'll fight. Arcus activate. My turn. Charging.
No.
Numbers up.
Yeah!
Get it!
Okay, Schwarzer! Got it! Ha, ha.
Yeah. I'll support you. Thank you so much.
Not on my watch!
Look, watch.
I'm up!
Forte!
Here I go. Oh, Goddess, rain your blessings down upon us.
Thanks,
you.
thanks.
Ha!
I'm up!
Who said you could cast? Stop that.
Crimson Flash! It's down! It's mine!
Engaging.
Alright, let's see.
Go
berserk!
Infernal Hunt!
Engaging. Charging.
Take this.
Sure.
You're mine!
No casting.
Yeah. Steel yourself. Thank you. My turn. Arcus
Want
activate.
another one?
I'm up! Spirit Unification! Let's go! Ha!
It's broke.
I'll fight.
Take this.
Sure. Got something for you.
Bullseye! Yeah! Got him!
Yeah.
Might be dead.
Steel yourself. Thank you. There.
Let's go! Roar!
Roar!
Huh?
Helix strike!
Helix strike!
I did it.
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Woohoo! Oh, we got some EXP.
Nice.
Nice.
Stats updated.
Good work, everyone. Whew, I'm glad things worked out. Feels like the atmosphere around here is calming down. And the operation was the source of the problems down there. Seems to be self-conscious. I imagine the rest of the monsters will leave as time goes on.
You know, I may have underestimated your skills, Elise.
No one cares.
You've gotten so strong. Stronger than I ever could have imagined. As your big brother, I'll always be fussing over you at least a little. But now I know I can absolutely trust you to have my back.
You mean it? I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Pretty candid of you there, Schwarzer. That just goes to show how much Elise's resolve got through to him. Now then, cleared up the case of the creepy voice. Let's head back and let Dorothy know what happened. Well, side mission done. Words are hard. I never expected something like that would appear down there. Thank you so much, Reen. I'll mention it. We're glad that you could help. Still wonder what could have caused a spiritual being like that to appear. That's a good question. I know strange monsters and devils appeared across the Empire during the last 2 wars, but now of all times? It's not just the incident. Magic Knight appeared in Ymir recently as well. Still don't know the cause of it. I'm convinced there's something happening just below Ereboni's surface again, at least. Great. Can't this country take a vacation from our crazy supernatural crap for once? Look! It's the bosses from, Sky Third. Look a lot like the overworlding devils that appeared in the Great Twilight. I recall the ones we fought the last day, all attempting to absorb large amounts of power. In fact, their appearance may have been something to do with the Holy Beast of the Earth. Hold on a moment. What's happening now is likely caused by something much different, but it's hard to ignore how similar the outcomes are. In any case, we don't have enough information to draw conclusions as things stand. We should continue focusing on the investigation in front of us like we have. Oh, would you take this? Consider a token of gratitude. We won't be needing to compensate the guild thanks to your help, after all. Hopefully, I will prove useful during your investigation. Woohoo! I got paid! And before you go, could I interest you in a few copies of the new book I mentioned earlier? It's the 3rd volume of the romance series I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into. Love Song in the Autumn Rain. My temptations await a pair of young men who are after overcoming so many trials. I'd go on, but saying any more would be spoilers. I think we're good on the BL novel. Sorry. Well, we wouldn't want that to happen now, would we? Besides, I'd rather support you by purchasing it myself. You make a good point. In any case, I'll be looking forward to hearing about your thoughts when you buy it for yourself. Especially you, Ash. Oh, hell no! I expect Ash's spiciest essay to date. What we got? We got fishing company. I just want to buy. No, I don't want to talk. I want to buy. And there goes all my money. Fishy music box. Buy one of those, thank you. Oh, I got something. Oh, that's nice. All right, we're done here. Matter Park. Oh wow, we haven't been to Mater Park in forever. Let's go to Mater Park.
Mater Park is a popular spot to relax and unwind.
Fresh squeezed juice.
Don't I know it? I've taken some good-ass naps here. Oh, and there he is.
Ronald Weasley.
His music is always so beautiful.
Finding him sure didn't take long, huh?
Can you guys hear it? The music? Is it bugged or something? Am I supposed to be hearing music? Because, yeah, I'm not hearing any violence. Yes, the true violin. It sounds so beautiful. I want to look around.
For how tranquil this place usually is, I can't help but always think.
Line cast. Bite detected. Heavy tension on the line.
Gimme. Bro, stop fighting. Oh my lord. Got it.
It's a big one.
That really is a big one. Let me get that. This is where the secret entrance is. I could talk to the pigeon? What's it saying? The pigeon is a very important NPC, okay? It still baffles me how there's no... Is this bugged? Is it... Okay, maybe it's just in the cutscene. There it is. This is quite a crowd. Truest tune. Not bad. Let's get a better view. I get tiny. Oh. I'm sorry, give me a second. I didn't know if we could have given a better performance. May have been our best one yet. Oh, and there's always room for improvement.
I think I'm with them on this one. It's not often our ensemble comes together this perfectly.
Got me there. I don't think we have a single note out of sync, did we? Nope. We were all feeling it at this point. It feel natural to play as one. I think you two were into it, though you forgot you had an audience. Not sure I'd been proud of losing myself. But then it's just you and the music. There's no better feeling in the world. Well, I'll give you a pass this time. As long as our audience was happy, that makes it all that really matters. And they were very happy. You know, we wouldn't be having moments like these at all if not for you two. Yeah, if you hadn't shown up when you did, that experience gave me a real wake-up call on just how much power music can have. And it's up to us to decide how to use that power, be it for good or for ill. I regret that we decided last year. I can't believe we tried to take such a beautiful thing and twist it into an inspire war. I was thinking, whatever it was, it's past now. Exactly. You're back to your old selves now, right? Good thing too, because today couldn't have gone nearly as well without you. That's right, they were playing like the Doom violin. Yeah, I could never dream of being how it was. Now, we can make it learn to focus on bothering ourselves with the world as musicians. almost make it sound like you've been flying circles around me if I don't pick up the slack. Then we'll just have to keep up the pace. Oops. Got sidetracked. I spotted a few familiar faces among the audience and meant to say hello sooner. Oh yeah, you're friends from Thor's, right? We should go say hello together. Yeah, let's go. No, I don't care. Go away.
Sorry for making you wait, but I'm glad you stuck around for the show. What'd you think? No need to be polite. Tell us how we really did.
It was terrible. I hated it. I didn't get to hear it at all.
I thought it was brilliant. You were in perfect harmony with one another.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I was genuinely speechless.
Yeah, almost hurts that I wasn't able to catch the start of it.
I'll take that.
We thought we did well too, but it's nice hearing that it wasn't just in our heads. Sorry if it feels like we're dragging you all over our way. Is this the first time you've seen each other as a whole? Oh no, we've had a class reunion not too long ago. We just hadn't had a chance to play together in ages. Couldn't pass it up with all of this being in Heimdall. The Reverie company started up a small orchestra and I couldn't resist applying since I used to work with. Ron and Morris joined in too, so here we are. Huh? I didn't know they started one. I'd imagine you'd get a top notch to be accepted. Yeah, I wasn't easily getting accepted, let me tell you. But hey, we can't let Elliot show us up all the time, so it was worth the hustle. Makes sense. I'm just glad you found a way to keep playing music that makes you happy. And the thing that makes me happy is the four of us going on tour together. So I hope we can. Really? Consider my bag's already packed. Did you guys just forget about what we were talking about? Elliot can do what he likes, but we have to work on the orchestra together. I'm sure we can figure something out. By the way, I was expecting to see you and Elise, with you. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Your classes are sorely missed. I haven't done that many, but it's nice of you to say. What, you're a teacher? I think the girls mentioned that to me. Come to think. You're a music lecturer at St. Estrella, right? Provisional, but yeah. I'm still learning the ropes to showing the ropes, but it's been a lot of fun so far. Can't believe you get to instruct at an all-girls school, too. Elliot always managed to luck out in life, huh? I wish I could lecture at St. Estrella just once. Would be enough. I hope you never will if you think he's lucking out. Oh, is it that the time? We should probably get going. Reverie wants us to start rehearsing at the flagship store. Yeah, we'll see you guys around. Have fun with the rest of your time in Heimdall. I'll make sure they do. Hope rehearsal goes well. See you later. Well, guess it's time we got started. I managed to gather some useful information. That was fast. Where from? I spoke with a few friends that hit up some connections to the music gig. Seems like the Imperial Army soldiers have been spotted in town a lot more than usual these days. Whatever they're meeting up for, it's not on the docket. That is suspicious. I called Dad to see if he knew anything about it. No luck there. Sounds like the prince's disappearance is top secret, even if we go pretty high up. I got a feeling he knew something, though. Just that he wasn't sharing. It's very odd for soldiers to have secret meetings while in uniform. It's possible they're foreign spies disguising themselves as soldiers, but I didn't see what they could stand to gain for their actions. Yeah, I couldn't think it's that deep. It wouldn't shock me if they were still in uniform while off the clock because they were short on time. Something bothering you, Elise? There is, but I'd like to get my thoughts in order a little more before sharing. Alright then. All we got now is something that smells fishy. Lady Aurel. I hate this name. Ariel's instincts were absolutely on something. Yeah. It's too early to say for certain, if anything, of this relates to the scene. We should keep that in the back of our minds just in case. Investigation continues. Yeah. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Goodbye! Drackle's Plaza? Let's go to Drackle's Plaza. Hey, look, it's where Osborne got shot.
Numbers up.
I shall go.
Orange juice.
The Emperor and Empress must be worried sick.
Princess Elfin has tried to put on a brave face at school, but deep down,
The sooner we can find him, the sooner everyone can rest easy.
We'll find him.
Line cast. Fight detected. Heavy tension on the line.
Got it.
So I thought.
Nice. Got a carp. Can I go to the palace? I think the palace is off limits. I'm afraid the authorized personnel. Okay, yep. Milliam and Eustace detected!
That was so good! All right, we can officially cross Drykel's Plaza off the list. I'm ready to hit up the next spot.
There's no need to be in such a rush.
Okay, Eustace is not C. I lose.
How do you still have space in your stomach for more?
You insult me, Eustace. I need to try all the capital's mouth-watering morsels. I can't throw in the towel this early.
You need to sample them all without eating more than your body mass in one sitting.
Says you. I'm still growing. I gotta eat. Growing up has less to do with regular consumption and more to do with acting like an adult.
Oh, you're
hey
getting
guys.
scolded.
Counter-argument to that, by the way. If you want me to start acting like an adult, then you've got to start treating me like it. How's a girl supposed to feel big without being called a big sister? Counter-argument to your counter-argument. That makes no sense. Yes, it does. Don't be mean.
Bunch of idiots. I don't expect y'all to come this early. I see Elliot is already with you. Yeah, we met up earlier. We're going to be gathering info, and we happened to see you here. Elise wanted us to help out too, so that's why she's here. I'll do my best to not trouble you. I don't think there's any chance of that. You'll be fine. You need anything? Just lean on me. Thank you, I will. I think anyone can tell Elise is going to be more reliable asset than you are. Rude! Seeing them at a stall together takes me back to the summer festival. That was only a few short months ago. It feels like so much longer. Can't imagine Eustace saw that Rufus is doing coming either. He has been weighing heavily on it. But at least he has Milliam to help him take his mind off. Come on! Give Big Sissy some love. Please remove yourself from around my neck. But we haven't seen each other in forever. It's barely been 2 weeks. That's 2 whole weeks! She whines, but she's not trying to escape. Yeah. This is how it always is with them now. Hey, you want to try some gelato or ice cream from one of the stalls? I'll treat you. The milk ice cream is super rich and tasty. I'll pass. I need to leave for lunch. You're never going to grow any bigger if only you eat the bare minimum, Tilly. I gained another reg on you since our last update. At this rate, you're going to need heels to get anywhere close to my height. But then again, I am older, so maybe I've earned it. One ice cream cone, please, with 5 scoops. I only allow 3 scoops maximum, then I'll take 3. But I'd appreciate it if you made them as big as possible. She really doesn't want to lose to that. At least they're bonding in their own way. Anyway, we're going Are you guys gathering intel or just on a date? We're not standing idly. We were certainly not on a date. We've been looking into the flow of goods in the capital. That would explain why you were visiting multiple shops and stalls. What have you learned then? Well, it seems like there's a lot of groups buying stuff in bulk lately. All kinds of stuff, too. Food, ornaments. It's almost like they're getting ready for something. That is unusual. I could get panic buying in response to Crossfell's occupation lately. But lately implies before that. Yeah, war's over and winter's still far off, so I can't be stocking up for the weather. And why? The buyers themselves are suspicious of us. When we started looking into them in detail, we discovered they were either startups or foreign. That, and they all appear to exist in the name only adds to the mystery. Oh, you're already done with your ice cream? Wasn't it good? Well, yes, I have to admit that. We're not here to discuss ice cream. If the buyers exist in name only, couldn't we be dealing with the cases of fraud? Actually, no. The transactions are legitimate. The sellers received their money, the goods were dispatched. But the other significant mystery is that there's no record of where any of the goods ended up. The intelligence division has tried tracking some of those orders, but they just get forwarded all over the place before disappearing along with the orders like this. They may have had better luck if they marked an order from the moment it's placed. Alas. Right. By the time they realize they're dealing with another one of these, the transaction is already long gone. So, do we think who's ever doing this has gathered the stuff they need by now? Probably. Sounds as though we're dealing with some kind of very skilled criminal. Perhaps the reborn Imperial Liberation Front is hoarding supplies. What is it? Nothing. Worthy of note. I was just wondering if perhaps may lead to Crossbell's new Supreme Leader instead. Well, it could. True. I just cannot fathom why my brother would be so foolish. I thought he'd finally learned his lesson. It makes no sense to me either. I've known him for that long, even if we were both Iron Blades. But after we beat him with the Imperial Fortress, he seemed pretty much done. I think we're all under that same impression. Either way, spectating on what he's trying to do serves us no purpose in the now. Regardless of his reasons, I will be sure to right his wrongs as his brother. I'm sorry for putting you through this, Eustace. Right now, our primary focus is in him. We're missing Princess. That doesn't mean we can't afford to turn a blind eye to Crossbell's mind. I'm just not sure whether the crisis there is the disappearance are connected in any way. But whatever the answer is, when our focus inevitably turns to him, we won't be alone in confronting him. So don't try running off alone, alright? Don't worry, I wouldn't dare. I'm well aware that there's only so much I can do alone. Good, because your friends are here to help you in times of need. You definitely need us here. We're always here for you, Eustace. Well then, should we get back to gathering information? That would be wise. The more we can find, the better. And let's go, go, go! Me and the little bunny's ready to go. Indeed. We can't let the rest of Class 7 be the only ones working hard. And I'll be here for whatever you need. Backline. Exactly. Good job. Oh, I like her new art. Not leaving. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We'll go. Bah! Alright, now let's put the sisters together. That's fine. We'll do that. I learned how to make ice cream. So I should be coming up on the scene where we saw Reen going into the building, which I think it was the Bracer Guild, when C saw him. Nomadic coat. Oh, it's so much better. I'll take one. Maybe two. I'm broke. I got money. One for you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is my defense going down? Oh, but my A defense goes through the roof. Nah. That. Gotta make sure we buy upgrades.
Business as usual here, even with the prince gone MIA.
That.
The information blackout will only last for so long. We need to find a lead soon.
Agreed. We'll
To the department store. That. This. Huh? Vent? One of those. Is that Alan and Bridget? Hey, Reen. Fancy running into all you here. It's been a while, hasn't it? Alan and I were just enjoying some quality time together. Sorry to interrupt. So does that mean your army is you busy? Pretty much. The armored divisions have been stretched thin due to the scale back. I'm doing everything I can to reduce the load on General Craig and Lieutenant Colonel Langford. Still owe them both for the war. That's why I volunteered to travel around the Empire and serve as a Panzer Soldat drill instructor. Work on communications. The whole reason I'm in the capital today was to make a report. It's about something that supposedly affects all of the divisions. It seems a little shady to me. But we're covering all our bases just to be safe. What causes you to find it suspicious? You don't think he's allowed to share it. I'm not. But I wouldn't be surprised if you guys end up finding out on your own. Don't be surprised if the Imperial Army reaches out to you when the time comes. Hearing that just makes me more worried about what you're having to do. Even the nobility has been stressed this year, with many families reorganizing their territories. My family has been helping coordinate. Father's been so busy that I had to help him, which means it's even harder for Alan and I to make time for it. It helps knowing we finally be able to hold our wedding once things calm down. Oh shit, but there's the motivator. I suppose it's about time you two tied the knot. Congrats again. Thanks again, man. I feel like I'm the man worthy of being... I finally feel like I'm the man worthy of being Bridget's side after leaving the war behind. I don't plan on letting that change between now and the big day. Oh, Alan. Ugh. Mushy gushy. Prismatic macaroons, I'll take them. Herb Pecky, I'll take one. Orange Pecky, I'll take one. You know, I think this is the reason my money disappears so fast. Ah, the Imperial Chronicle. Okay. Hey, it's the twins. Well, 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 if it isn't Class 7. I had no idea you were in the capital. Hey, I missed you guys. We weren't expecting to run into two of you here either. Is it a bad time? Everyone here looked really busy. Oh, don't worry about that. I was just in the mood for a break anyway. Besides, there's no better way to get a hot scoop than talking to you. Although I'm guessing your sister would have plenty of goss to share too, being the student council president. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh, and I'm definitely asking to interview you at some point, Ash. So keep an eye out for that. I think we all know what that would be about. Can we just drop that? Yeah, I think that one's gonna stick with you. Either way, I think we've made you stand for long enough. There's some chairs in the meeting over there. Would you like to go sit down? Hey, wait! Not everyone's sitting, though. If you don't mind me asking, what brings you here anyway, Lind? I thought you were still doing your residency over at St. Ursula. I am, technically. After I finished helping out at the branch campus, I started another year studying Crossbow. But while I was in Heimdall for a training session, Crossbow got occupied. So here I am. I would explain it. So obviously, she decided to come spend some time with her favorite sister in the world. She's helping us with clerical work as a part-timer. Well, ain't your company a bunch of bleeding hearts? Well, even if you'd say no, I'm just gonna make her pretend to be me. Well, even if they'd say no, I'm just gonna make her pretend to be me. Either way, I win. That sounds very illegal. I went past her for a second. Still, I don't think anyone saw this coming. The former Governor General suddenly declaring himself supreme leader of Crossbell? That's shocking. The craziness you saw when he came in here was everyone trying to get a special issue ready for all that. Still, it's somewhat strange how the little general population has reacted to the news. Everyone seems shockingly calm. I've been getting that impression during my time in the capital, too. I imagine it's due to the part fact no one is able to communicate with anyone over in Crossbell. Maybe that lack of immediacy is keeping the reality of the situation from sinking in. Has the Chronicle conducted any opinion polls on the site issue? We sure have. And I gotta say, I was surprised by the people who thought the Empire should do in light of all this. Most people responded that we should try to avoid any major conflicts. That is somewhat surprising. Given the recent history of Erebonia, I would have assumed people would respond belligerently. Maybe people are finally sick of a war. That would be my take as well. The Battle of Jormungandr may have only lasted one entire day, but the economic toll of our reparations and the mental toll on those who were conscripted cannot be ignored. It's taken half a year for us to get to the point where life's finally starting to go back to normal, too. Indeed, people are still focused on securing their own livelihoods. Of course, that's just your average Erebonian take on the issue, not the government's stance. But neither the government nor His Majesty have cleared things up on that front. I tried asking the military for statements a few times, but no dice. Now that, I'm not surprised. Still, thanks for the information. I feel like we got a better grasp of the situation now. You're very welcome. Now then, Rain. Hot scoop, Schwarzer. Why don't you tell me about how your little investigation is going? Don't play dumb, I know all about it. You do? Did they... Oh, you asked... Did they ask you to assist with the search, Phoebe? Not quite. See, I first caught wind of it from the fellow reporter a little while back. It's just a rumor at that point, but I got right to work trying to collaborate it. I hit up every source I had and the other reporters of fellow Thor's alumni like Adele, Fee, and Monk. Eventually, Major Claire realized I was hot on the story. And let's be real, at this point, she didn't really have any options other than reaching out to me herself. So that's how I know. Well, that's really something. For anyone else, that story would surprise me. But for you, Vivi, I suppose the last thing anyone wants is an uninformed, hearsay-based version of that story. Yeah, true version's bad enough. The information was shared with me too, because I'm helping Vivi out. Fortunately, I don't think there's any more we can do yet. Yeah, but if we catch any word of anything, you'll be the first ones to know. So give us a call if you catch word of anything else yourself. Alright, we'll do. Okay, so I came to the Chronicle to find nothing. This has been a wild goose chase. Now where do I go? Back to the academy, maybe? Just like that, we got a band back together. I guess so. So any luck gathering info? Yes. Now's a good time to compare what we found. In any case, how about we meet at the cafe inside the department store? Great idea. Let's head there now. Okay, that's the scene I saw. And then C was over there watching them.
Am I imagining things?
All right, I'll be right back. Be right back. Got new glasses and they're a little uncomfortable. I just gotta get used to them, honestly. It's the nose things that are a little rougher than normal. There we go. Should be fine. I'll get used to them eventually. I think I need to increase it a little more. That feels better. All right, here we go. Get rid of this. Back.
Is something the matter?
Yeah, there's two people over there looking at me.
No, it's nothing.
A little early, but heck, I'm down for lunch. We got tea time. How about we take a meal time? William, I think enough. Order them. Paul. Representative Regnitz. Greetings, Ring. My apologies for contacting you out of the blue like this. I was wondering if by chance you might meet with the rest of Class 7. We did get together with the investigation group in the capital not too long ago. I take it you have some idea what's going on with us? More or less. But not like back when the Intelligence Bureau was under direct control of the government. Man, it's wild that we have a direct line to the head of the government, huh? About that. A matter of utmost importance I must discuss with you all. Assuming you haven't eaten yet, I'll discuss it over lunch. Great timing. Let's all grab a bite together. It'll be our pleasure. Much appreciated. I'll be waiting at the Der Heimdaller Hotel in the Garnier. Oh, and please don't feel rushed. Plenty of time. All right, thank you anyways. Representative Regnitz wants us to discuss something with us directly. Perhaps he's learned something pertaining to the incident. Either way, I think we can count on something juicy. Der Hummel, right? That's a fancy hotel in the Garnier district. Lunch at a hotel, huh? Consider me pumped. How about you, Eustace? Please, I'm begging of you, don't forget your table manners. I suppose we still have a bit of free time. It would be best to tie up any loose threads now if we have any chance. Right, this could be a golden opportunity to investigate the Garnier. Once we're all set, let's head to the hotel. Well, that was easy.
I don't sense anyone following me now. So why did I sense it before?
Because there were two people there.
Did something happen, Rain?
A crate!
And there's the Opera House. Remember when we used to only know Vita as a singer here, Elliot?
Her world felt so far away, but now we've been on the same stage. They actually invited me to come back too, so I'll save you guys a seat.
Looking forward to it.
The jewelry they got inside these babies is always so pretty. Pretty enough to buy for me. Right, Eustace?
Ask me again in a decade.
You got it, Sugar Daddy. I'm gonna hold you to it. Just don't go broke so you can splurge on me.
You're ridiculous.
The way they interact is so sweet.
Look at these countless jewels and gems. All right, here we go. Schedule to have lunch with Representative Regnus at this hotel. Still have some time to spare, but I wonder how long. At the hotel calls mandatory. Heimdall will become inaccessible as well as sub-events yet to be seen. Hold on. Let me double check one thing. I think we're good. YOLO.
Thank you for coming.
It's Machias' dad.
Not at all. Thank you for inviting us.
The princess!
I'm so happy I get to see your faces again.
Your Highness.
What brings you here, Your Highness? I should very much be asking you the same thing. All this, and you're being forced to place yourself in harm's way for my brother. I'm so sorry for not consulting you first. Yes, as you ought to be. I'm your best friend.
Oh, getting yelled at by the princess.
I could have thanked you much sooner, Elise, had you not kept this a secret from me. Then you won't stop me? Stop you? Heaven forbid. As soon as Representative Regnitz informed me of the details, I chose to accompany him of my own volition. I cannot bear to ignore a matter that involves my family. So please, let me do my part. Let me be part of your team.
Oh, we were gonna bring the princess?
I'd like that very much.
You've always been a part of the team, Your Highness.
Well, this has come to a fine resolution, but it won't do to begin discussions on an empty stomach. Why don't we have some lunch first?
You won't hear any objections from me.
I could definitely use a bite.
Ah, that really hit the spot. I can hardly believe you finished it all. Your stomach really is a void. I'd like to see who can eat more between you and Maya. Can't blame you, though. The quality of the first-class hotel food is not to be underestimated. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get to come to a place like this on my food tour. You must have really liked it too, Tilly. You ate a ton. Well, I am a growing girl, just as much as you. Well, I'm glad you both enjoyed it. Shall we get down to business then? First, I wanted to discuss the disappearance of the prince and the new princess. With what we have now, we believe it is the work of the terrorist who goes by C. I wish we could say more about them, but I'm afraid we know very little. Just that they're leader of the so-called Reborn Imperial Liberation Front. They also look significantly different from the C we dealt with in the past. Speaking of which, I'd like your take on the matter, Reen. Do you believe the new C and the original C are one and the same? I'll admit, I haven't been able to get in touch with Crow to confirm for sure. But I'm convinced that no, they are not the same person. I was thinking the same. This new one has mimicked the original style in their statement, but I think Crow has left those days behind for good. It's a relief to hear you feel that way. Seems like a safe bet, yeah. As for the contents of their statement, they refer directly to His Highness. Our first target would be the foolish prince and his wing, now bound to inaction. It does make it clear that they were responsible for the abduction. I would assume wings refers to the courageous. Fast as the Empire is, how were they able to keep a ship of that size hidden from sight? Quite a mystery is in itself. Yeah. That could have it might have stealth capabilities, but that can only go so far on its own. It's impressive that they managed to keep the location from the intelligence vision, even if it is its former size. Me and Tilly are still in it, though. Heard any new statements from C? I'm afraid not. That's the only one. I've been trying to investigate this matter as best we can, but as the foe is quite cunning. They won't let themselves be caught so easily. If only. Given the nature of his crime, we need to be exceptionally covert during the investigation. But naturally, the government cannot and will not leave this case unsolved. You will have our full backing, however, if you choose to go about this. If you're in need of the military police assistance, you need only ask. Thank you, Your Excellency. Next, I'd like to discuss my primary reason for summoning you here. Would that be the information you said you wanted to share with it when you called? That it would. This information was given to me by General Van Dyke. Princess Alphen and Elise have also verified it with their own experiences. Really? Does this relate to the thing you were concerned about when we met up earlier? Yes, it does. Allow me to explain. The students of St. Eustria came from many different backgrounds. You have many family in the military, including officers and generals. That in itself isn't a problem. What is many of these military family members have been reportedly acting strangely of late. In what way? I remember hearing rumors about that when I was at the school too. Most of them are seemingly reformist young officers who idolize the late chancellor. It's as though they refuse to settle back into normality after the war's end. They're still addressing others with deep aggression and are clearly very unhappy with the current state of the empire. But the thing that concerns us most of all is their reaction to Crossbell's reoccupation. They aren't at all angry with the idea of a United Nations. It's the opposite, in fact. They're in full support of it. That is not good. That's an understatement. What utter insanity. The success of the United Nations would also mean the end of Ereboni. Precisely. I'm a reformist, but supporting such an extreme concept is nothing short of baffling. According to General Van Dyke, some of them have been showing worrying signs of plotting something in light of this. Exactly what this something is in detail, he has yet to confirm. That kind of ties up with what me and Eustace and Elliot found out, too. Yeah. Oh, could you tell me what you discovered? The group shared their findings with Representative Regulus. Soldiers holding covert meetings in the city and large amounts of supplies disappearing. It wouldn't surprise me if members of the army were defecting to the Evan Defense Force. I think we need to look into potential points of contact between them. Agreed. I think we also got a clearer picture of what's going on after sharing all we know. We put the pieces together we currently have together. The muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City is see referred to as the affecting members of the army. That makes sense. The statement did mention he could see those who supported the United Nations pay for their crime. Guess it's fallen into place then. There really are rebels in the army, and punishing them is C's goal. Then who find them first doesn't really matter, because the other one will be. How convenient for us. Yeah, sure is. I'm glad I was able to help put you in the right track. Class 7 always comes through in the end. Your Highness? Pardon me. You don't have to worry. I hardly only one whose life is difficult right now. I'm sure that if you asked to rest, the rest would listen. But please, at least be a little gentler to yourself, Your Highness. But the great mental burden of not knowing whether your family is safe and well is not beyond understanding. Them being missing also means you have to carry on your work that would normally be given to them. You're going through too much for one to handle right now. If you're feeling too at all unwell, we would like for you to consider taking some time off. I couldn't possibly. I am in full agreement. Taking care of yourself is much part of your duties as working. While you do that, we will see into these crimes are solved. You have our word. I'll do what I can in your stead. And I'll see that Prince Oliver and Lady Sherazard are brought home as soon as possible. You can put your trust in us. I suppose you're right. Perhaps resting is as much a part of my duties as well. You won't have to worry, Your Excellency. Still not exactly how the situation stands in Crossbow. I'm sure Mock is just fine. I concur. It'll take more than this to make him lose heart. Thank you both. I've also put similar faith in my son. I'm sure he's doing everything he can on the inside to see justice prevail. As are Elisa and Toa. I think we're all feel the same way. They ain't got nothing to worry about as long as they have super maid with them. You're a whole super crew, and we're a whole super crew, so if they got things covered, then so do we. That's right. Okay, so, Thank you all for your time, but I'm glad we could exchange information. It's very worthwhile meeting. Well, we ought to make our way back to the palace. Be careful on your journey, everyone. And I'm counting on you, Elise. Thank you, Your Highness. Good luck. I'm always available if you need to get in touch. Should we get going then, too? Yes, let's. Huh? Something feels strange. Choosing to continue will cause the main story to advance. It will also be not possible to go further as the main story for a brief period. Something wrong? It's probably nothing. I just got a weird feeling. Feels like something's in my pocket that wasn't there before. Ah! What is this? Huh? Weird looking mirror. Since when do you carry one of those around? Since never. This isn't mine. Just ended up in my pocket somehow. I'm certain. I doubt anyone could slip something into your pocket without you noticing. Yeah, nothing gets by you, Reem. I don't have a clue how it got there. There has to be a reason behind it. Though I can't imagine it connects in any way to the princess disappearing or what's happening across me. What? What's happening?
The conditions have been met.
What?
The road to where all may gather, to where destiny avails itself, just at the horizon, is open. Come, and sink into an illusion that mirrors the real world and extols its endless possibilities.
Huh? What just happened? What? Where are we? Sort of white garden. I've never seen anything like it. And a feeling there's more to this place than meets the eye, too. I mean, the kind of garden surrounded by floating books. Yeah, I'm not sure where we are, but it does feel like the world we know. How do we even get here to begin with? That's a good question. I can't fathom how we can either. In fact, I can't recall what I was doing before I ended up here at all. I feel as though we were all together the moment before we arrived, but beyond that, I haven't the slightest clue what happened. Well, this is just great. Is there something blocking out our memories before we got here? Actually, it's worse than that. It's not my memories of right before. It's got to be a pretty good reason I was just hanging out with you guys. It beats me whatever it is. At least we're on the same page about that. I feel fuzzy too. I've been trying my best to recall what's going on, what I was doing earlier today, but nothing's coming to mind. My best guess is we're working together for some reason, but I'm not sure why. Because of how we got here, I think it's safe to assume it's affected our memories. Agreed. Standing around being confused isn't going to get us any answers. I think we should look around and see what we can find. So do I, if nothing else. We need to know if there's a guardian is safe. We'll find clues as we arrive here as well. Sounds like you got a plan then. Oh, and don't forget, there are 2 floors to this place. Let's check them both out. What? Suddenly I'm Lloyd now? Large sphere floating in the air. What could this be? Not sure. The pattern on the surface kind of resembles one of the palace walls. Placed in a platform in the middle of it makes it important too. Appears to be actively doing anything at the very least. Another mystery to be solved. Let's push forward. Let's push it in the back of our minds. Oh, an elevator. That stone pillar. Some kind of device. It does seem that way. There's another one over there as well. Probably holds some significance. Let's go check it out. This one's pretty similar to the other, but something definitely different about it. The mystery continues to pile up. Must be some reason there are 2 of them. Yeah. Safe to assume they're connected in some way. Likely related to whatever this place's purpose is. Only whatever the heck it is. Hopefully we'll find something out. Good old stone monument, huh? Now it's starting to come together. Figure something out? Yep. I'm 100% certain now that I don't have a clue what's going on. Years later, and he hasn't changed a bit. Right back to square one. Ooh, a door. Some kind of door. Yeah, usually large. I wonder what it's doing here. Looks like it's entirely out of place. You can say that about the books floating around too. I've been thinking about those ever since we arrived. There's something about them that's very disturbing. No kidding. What's stranger is I can't make out the titles on the books, no matter how hard I look at either. Mystery in itself. A tree! I know this is a garden, but part of me is still expecting to find a tree. Yeah, let alone as splendid as this. It seems to be out of place. It's like some kind of broadleaf tree. Never seen one of the leaves, bark, or branches like this before, though. It's like something else entirely got reshaped and formed of a tree. That's an interesting perspective. Now I'm even more confused. Let's just agree there's something unusual about it. Though it doesn't make it any different from the garden as a whole. Can't rule out being placed here for the moment in that decoration. Unless my eyes are playing tricks on me. Pretty sure it's glowing too. The more we explore, the more mysterious this place seems to be. I suppose we'll need to keep poking around and hope everything becomes clear. Where am I? What is this? Look at all those books. The orb. Globe on some kind of pedestal. I can only assume it's meant to be used for something as well. Important by the look of it. No reaction at all. Yeah, wherever the thing is, it's not on at the moment. Looks like a relic of something, given the feel of this place. Hard to say for sure, though. Now that you mention it, the garden does resemble the ancient ruins of sorts. There's just one problem with that theory. Everything seems too new. There's not a speck of dust on the pedestal, and it looks like it's been made 5 minutes ago. Then why isn't it active? Can't think of several possibilities, but there's just conjecture. We'll have to keep looking around. Where am I? Strange barrier. Look at what we're going through here. That's unfortunate. Giant mirror. Mirror is enormous. Looks remarkably like this one. You're right. It's as though a smaller mirror is a fragment of the larger one. Come to think of it, I'm surprised I can remember you having that mirror. I do too, although I can't remember why it was that Lloyd has it. Actually, to work something out? I wouldn't go that far, unfortunately. I just remembered something that's common in the Eastern folklore. It said mirrors with evil spirits in them can cause strange phenomena. It made me wonder if the mirror perhaps has some kind of strange power in it, and if that's how we were all brought here. It's pretty spooky, but it's good guesses at any point. This place is so weird that I wouldn't rule out anything if it's possible. Yep, I can feel something strange coming off of it, but not doing anything for now, at least. Maybe it'll kick it on or something if we do something else around. Are you saying it could have conditions? If that's the case, discerning those conditions could be our key to getting out of here. Let's continue to have a look around them. The four investigated the area further, but I never found anything useful. Eventually, they returned to the plaza where they first arrived to discuss their next move. I think we've seen all there is to see around here. Fortunately, I still don't have a clue what this place is. Likewise, everything we've inspected here has just left us with more questions. I just wish we had our memories from before we came here. I imagine that would fill us several gaps for us. Still, isn't it as though we haven't learned anything useful at all? For one, we know this place is created by someone or something. True. It's definitely weird enough to not seem real, but I think it's safe to assume this is some kind of purpose. Beyond that, we know it resembles some kind of garden or room, but anyone's guess at what it is intended to be. There's also those devices we came across, none of them were active. That leads us right back to square one. Let's agree that each detail is going to be useful information for trying to learn more. Above all, we need to learn why we're here.
A new story is in motion. Your fate is but one thread intermingled with many. Now, rise from your slumber.
Is that a memory? You alright, Lloyd? Something came to me just now. Do you guys remember hearing a voice just before coming here? Wait. Now that you mention it, I do finally remember hearing one. There's something strange about it. Yeah, I kind of remember it too, but it's pretty fuzzy. I wonder. Imagine just being one thread among many. Does that mean... That sound. I remember hearing it before we came. You gotta be kidding. Surprise! Yeah. Where are we? What the heck's going on? I don't recognize this place at all. Whoa! What just happened? Did we found some kind of teleportation spell? No, that wouldn't be it. Green. You were called here too? Lloyd. Right. I feel like something or someone brought us here. But that's all I can remember. It's strange. I can't remember what we were going through a few minutes ago. Me neither. What's really weird is it doesn't feel like it's any sort of panic. I feel like everything is normal. What's going on here? We weren't even together before this. I could have sworn we had all split up. Can't say for sure, but That's what my instincts are telling me as well. It sounds remarkably similar to what we went through. I'm guessing we essentially experienced the same thing. The only difference is they had split into two parties, but were still called at the same time. I think the most logical thing to do now is to swap all info we have. So you suddenly found yourself in possession of a strange mirror you'd never seen before or heard a voice. You were right. That's what happened to us too. How did you experience exactly the same thing so far apart? Your guess is as good as mine. Even us being unable to remember where we were before is the same. Fortunately, I refuse to believe such a bizarre sequence of events. It's impossible to refute so much hard evidence. My top concern is understanding why rather than the how. There must be a reason why we specifically were the ones brought here. I know what you mean. This is the least way I expect to see Lloyd and Elliot. Yeah, I wasn't planning on a sudden reunion, but it's good to see you again. Same here. Una continues to be a social butterfly, even in the strangest situations. Well, that just goes to show how genuine she is. Certainly is the real Una. Still, not a single one of us remembers where we were or what we were doing before we were called here. Yeah, that's gotta be by design. Something about this place blocks the recent memories of anyone who comes here. What other explanation can there be? How can it be that possible? Beats me. But let's face the facts. The only thing that makes sense. I agreed it's more than regardless of how we got here. We have to accept that this place is very unusual. Easier said than done. No, he's right. Let's move past this and focus on the bigger picture. We must consider what we should do next. My first instinct is to search for an escape route so we can return back to whatever it was we were. But you all said you didn't have any luck during the investigation, yes. I'm afraid so. Hold up. What was that? Well, what do you know? Looks like the Class 7 coming here might have been one of the conditions. Conditions? Yeah, we worked something out. Maybe. I'm still only speculating. Mirrors were given as fragments of the bigger whole after all. That's the case. Well, I think we have a relatively good idea of the situation we're in. Well, I wouldn't mind look around here so before we go any further. Might not help work out what's responsible for all this, but I'd like at least to familiar myself with the surroundings. Good thinking. You said stuff's changed since you first wandered around here, right? That's exactly the point. We'll come with. I want to see what's changed as well. Spooky! Check it out, the tree's glowing. Even the bark looks weird. I thought the same, but it wasn't giving off light like this when we were here before. It feels somehow different, as though the tree's springing with vitality. Reminds me of something from a fairy tale. Do tell. Spirit trees. They said to have shining branches and leaves that are filled with mana that can heal body and mind. Or at least that's what I recall reading about. Now that they mention it. You used to read those kind of things all the time, didn't you? I suppose it does look something like that. Great. This is what we need. More magical bullshit. But what if it does have the same properties as the tree at least described? That would help us out a lot. It's worth giving it a shot. I would say that's an accurate description. That's a relief. We still don't know what it is, but at least we know it can heal us. Never seen anything like it in nature. Neither have I. But at least we have something we can refer to. Knock on wood, but yeah, you're right. This is starting to feel a lot like Sky Third. Device is activated as well. That's a little foreboding. Can't make out the words glowing on it. The Millennial Trove. Commodities in exchange for currency. What's that supposed to mean? Sounds like a vending machine. I'm guessing it takes mirrors somehow. That would be convenient. That it would. Who knows how long it could be here. Being able to resupply would be a boom. Alright, we found ourselves a shop. Millennial Trove, was it? I hope its stock lives up to its name. We're having a much easier time accepting it. reality tonight. It does take some getting used to. So, about the device to the left, does it have a similar purpose? I would imagine so. Blazing Forge. Applied Septian principles. Description's a little vague, but do you think it's possible for us to modify our ordnance here? That'd be helpful, and yet, yeah, this one's even more ominous looking than the other. Maybe because it confirms there are dangers lying ahead of us. What's that sound again? I'm guessing we managed to satisfy another condition. I wonder what it could be.
Food process complete. Construction of the Reverie Garden administered space complete. Beginning construction of the Reverie corridor.
Ow! Well, looks like this party's finally getting started. That voice sounds familiar too. Indeed, I believe we'll learn the reason we're here. There were a lot of interesting phrases when she said boot process, administration space, and Reverie Garden. Yeah, most notably Reverie corridor. I'd be lying if it didn't ring a bell. Let's make our way to the central plaza and get a better look at what has changed. Sphere earlier is activated.
New temporal space forged. This world was constructed by the Black Mirror. Its function is to present trials, allowing you to cultivate the strength to overcome great distortions in your destiny.
Black Mirror. I'm more concerned with what it means by trials. I'm guessing this thing governs the space mirror, meaning we were brought here to complete whatever these trials are.
Correct. This process is an emergency measure intended to correct the laws of causality. Your understanding may be incomplete due to forced limitations placed on your memories. The current sequence of events with Crossbell at its center has originated due to an impossible singularity. At this time, the chances of correcting this singularity are 0. It is for this reason that the Black Mirror has chosen to intervene.
So wait a minute. Is it basically the game telling you that the way the game started was wrong and we're gonna fix that? I think even speaking our language, that confirms that our memories truly are being tampered with. No wonder we couldn't understand what was happening. I'm lost as anyone else. From the sound of it, though, the Black Mirror is looking out for us. Yeah, and they mentioned something bad happening to Crossbell, too. A lot of what flew over my head, but I understood the gist of it. It's saying it to help us fight against whatever happens in the real world. Now that you mention it, that's how I interpret it as well. How exactly is going to achieve that? An excellent question. Especially given that we're not permitted to remember everything that's happening on the outside.
Strength gained here has been approved for use outside of the Reverie corridor, even if new memories have been denied. Challenging the true Reverie corridor to better your strength is required. Only then will the possibility to defy destiny be within your grasp.
That clears up some of our suspicions, but there's still some things unanswered. True. But we've confirmed something important. This place exists to make us stronger. This helps us determine how much strength we gain, and whether it'll be strong enough to change the fate of the store. That simplifies things if you ask me. Indeed. We're left with only one option. Rise to the challenge, both for ourselves and our homes we came from. This is just as much to do with judging by it being named the true Reverie. I burned through the Reverie corridor in SCS2. I literally was like, was that 2 or 3? I think it was 2. I think it was the story of 2, or maybe it was 3. I don't remember, but I burned through it. I didn't even care. I was just like, go. I just want to finish the game. I couldn't fake the feeling what this place is slightly familiar to me. Still, we don't know what the true part signifies just yet. And yeah, Ring said the name ring a bell. Sure does. Brings back a lot of memories. Sounds like this version is here to pump us up and get us ripped. It's like our new secret training ground. Could prove rather useful. We'll have all the people and things we want to protect on the outside. Yeah. We'll know the kind of strength it takes to overcome if possible. So let's work together and gain the strength we need.
It is for that reason I and the Reverie Garden exist. Access to the first stratum has been granted. May you seize the ability to overcome the impossible over the course of your trials.
Talk about hospitality. The way is finally open to us. Let's take this opportunity. Right. You may now challenge the Reverie Corridor's first stratum via the central elevator. Select which party member you wish to take with you. Lloyd and Reen are required for your initial exploration of the first stratum. Yuna... Risha... Claire. Access party member. Looks like everyone is taking a chance to get more familiar with this place. Should probably check out. Sure, we have everything before we begin challenging the Reverie Corridor. Never thought I'd hear that name again. Here we are. Then again, this place seems a lot different than before. You're really the one in the same? Either way, it's pointless to worry about it right now. I need to focus on what's right in front of me. What I can control. We'll now begin exploring the Reverend Guardian as Reen. Whoa! Well, that's a lot to take in, but unfortunately that's it for tonight. Wow. Okay, so it looks like there's story 1, story 2, story 3, and then corridor story. My brain hurts. So I'll be back tomorrow and we'll pick this up where we left off. We'll start exploring the Reverie Corridor. Y'all have a wonderful night, and thanks for the follows. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for chatting, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I have so many questions.